So everybody's got a why, don't they? Hi, I'm Kathy Tooley, CEO, Tools for Success. I want to tell you my why for Tools for Success. So as many of you who followed along on these videos know, I have built my life in education. Spent 20 years as a teacher and then another 10 years as an assistant principal and principal before I started the company. And I'll tell you why I started the company. I remember back as a teacher, I had incredible opportunities for professional development in my very first school. And I guess I assumed that every teacher and every educator out there had the same opportunities that I did. That they were going to meaningful professional development, that they were traveling to conferences, that they were hearing incredible speakers who really are deep in the education game and helping me be the best classroom teacher that I could be. And while every conference that I went to wasn't life-changing, I never walked away from a conference or a workshop or a professional development or a speaker coming in without something that made my classroom different. And it wasn't until I transitioned into a second building where I realized that meaningful professional development access to teachers is not a given. And I'm going to be honest with you, it shocked me. It really blew my mind that they didn't know what I knew, yet the school that I went to was less than 20 miles from where I had started. And I remember thinking, that just must be weird to this school. And then as I started talking to other people, other principals, what professional development do you use? They looked at me like I had a third head. So fast forward, when I chose to start the company, I started the company because I thought I had an epiphany. How unfair is it for us to expect educators to be using best practices when they have no access or idea what those are? How unfair is it for us to think that teachers ought to be knowing how students today learn, or how standards might be changing, or how to really make more rigorous assessments, or insert any vocabulary you want for education when they don't even know that it exists, nor is their school invested in changing it? So when I started the company, I really had a question of my why. Is it because the schools aren't willing to invest in it, or because it doesn't exist? And right before I started my company, in my last principalship, I looked for a me. And I don't mean me, but I mean really meaningful professional development led by educators. No disrespect to those that are selling a product out there and bring a salesman in to present to us to teach us how to use their product. No disrespect to them. But it's not the same kind of professional development that I knew that my teachers needed, that often I didn't have time to deliver. And Tools for Success was born. So the why is because I really believe that teachers deserve meaningful professional development. They deserve to learn new classroom strategies. They deserve to learn, are their assessments as rigorous as they should be? They deserve to learn what's the best classroom practices to have best classroom management practices, which is a challenge in today's world. They deserve that. And to not have that available for them is cruel. And so they say the best, what is that word? The best way to have a successful company is figure out a need and create a company around it. And that's what Tools for Success has done. I am so honored that every day, as I speak right now, my consultants are out in schools working hand in hand with teachers, side by side with administrators, to make their classrooms and their buildings the best they can be. And that's the why. The why is because I believe teachers deserve it. So if you're listening to this, that's my why. My how is that we go to buildings, either virtually or in person, and we train teachers. That's what we do. Not train them as to how to be teachers, but train them how to be the best teachers. That's what we do. That's our how, and that's our why. And I wanted you to know. And then the last thing I wanted to say about that is this. I always think that I remember getting a phone call, I'm sure everybody has, from your doctor's office that says, oh, we need to reschedule your doctor's appointment. Dr. So-and-so is going to be away on a conference for a few days. I was never bothered by that phone call because I remember thinking when I got that phone call, good. There's probably, I don't know, a new surgical method, a new medicine, something that they're going to learn. And I was thankful for that. And this company exists because teachers deserve that too. Teachers deserve the opportunity to go off and learn something to make best practices for their kids. That's why we exist. That's why Tools for Success exists. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and share and follow and all the buttons you're supposed to hit at the end of this. And thank you as always for joining us. Have a great day.